so today I'm going to be doing the soulmate reading for the first half of June for the sign of Aquarius. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may or may not apply to your specific situation. Any information that you may need is going to be down in the description box. If it is not, then feel free to leave me a comment. So, I have already shuffled the cards, of course, and I am going to cut them, and we're going to begin. See what's going on for the first half of June for Aquarius. If I could get these cards together. So, at the bottom of this deck, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is all about the wounded warrior. This is someone who has been through a lot, who has gone through a lot, but they also have somewhat allowed what they've been through to affect how they are operating presently. This is somebody who has their guard up, who has their wall up, who is very defensive when it comes to them and anything that they care about. This is somebody who is very overprotective of themselves and of the people who they care about. This is someone who's also very territorial. So this could be your energy, or this could be the energy of somebody that you are dealing with, somebody around you. So that is the overall energy. We also have children. Your love life is being affected by children. So for some of you, you could be very overprotective of your children at this moment, more than usual, because I feel like most parents are pretty overprotective of their children, but more than usual. So there could be something going on. There could be some type of custody battle. There could be something that your children are going through or have gone through, and you are just very cautious about who you allow them to be around, who can be near them, and that type of thing. For some of you, I also feel that it may be necessary for you to be, don't be too overbearing when it comes to your children, but there's definitely a need to watch them closely, watch the people that are around them, especially now with it being the summer, or at least being almost summer for children, them being out of school. Maybe they're going to be home alone, going out with friends. Just be very mindful of the people that are around your children and what your children are doing at this time and over this next month. Let's see. The first card we have is religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. We also have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I feel like this is, for some of you, you've already met this person, or this interaction has already taken place, but for others of you, it hasn't taken place yet. But this could be a soulmate. It could also be a twin flame. This is also the energy of someone who you have such an intense connection with that you may even feel them energetically. Even if you haven't talked to them or haven't been around them, you can still feel their energy very strongly. But it is important to remember that things are going to play out the way they are supposed to, because this is something that is bigger than just a relationship. It's something bigger than just you two. And so other things have to align correctly before you can have this union, reunion, reconciliation, relationship, whatever it is. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Devil. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Page of Cups to me is always about a peace offering in terms of relationships. It is that gesture, that action that kind of gets things going in the right direction again. So if you haven't talked to this person in a very long time, I mean, it may not be a long drawn out speech or a very long text message or anything like that, but it's just the initiation process. It's just, you know, that initial text message that may just say hi, you know, but it's something that's going to start, it's going to help things move in the right direction. We have the Devil here, which is the card of Capricorn, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could have Capricorn in your chart or something to that extent, but the Devil is all about addictions. It's all about addictive behavior, things like codependency, sex addictions, alcohol, drugs, overusing things. It could also be about eating, working, specifically with the Eight of Pentacles being here, because the Eight of Pentacles is about working on something. So this could be somebody who is a workaholic. You could be a workaholic working a lot. The Three of Cups is about celebration, but it is also about third-party energy. It just depends on what else is around. The third party could also be work here with the Devil and the Eight of Pentacles. It does not have to be another person. And I feel like for some of you, whatever this connection was, if you've already met this person in this lifetime and you've had interactions with them, you were in a relationship with them, whenever it ended or things got really bad, you might have thrown yourself into work like a Capricorn would do. So you could definitely have a lot of Capricorn energy in your chart, but this is just somebody who works and overworks themselves just so that they don't have to deal with the emotions and the feelings of whatever is going on around them. This could also be something relating to children. So this could be a custody battle that you have with this person. Maybe you have children with this person. It could also be something that happened with your children and it has you really upset and disappointed, and you know, you have all of these emotions, and instead of dealing with the emotions head on, you're throwing yourself into work or throwing yourself into something else. The Three of Cups could also be about drinking a lot, drinking to cope. The Devil is, in this sense, I feel, about unhealthy coping mechanisms. So whatever it is that is going on, whether it was in a relationship with this person, who could definitely be a twin flame, who could be a soulmate, whatever the case may be, or it could be something with your children, a custody battle, like I said, or something that your child has gone through and experienced, and it has you very upset, and you don't know how to deal with this, so you do what you do best, either by drinking and trying to numb these feelings and trying to just ignore it, or by throwing yourself into work or your studies or whatever it is that you do. The Page of Cups being here also is, to me, about handling your emotions in a very immature way, because the pages are usually people who are young. It's also about children. So your child could be a water sign as well, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But at any rate, it's handling your emotions in a very immature way, which is basically not handling your emotions. So whatever this situation is that has caused you to be very upset, very bothered, very disturbed, the way that you are handling it is not beneficial for you. Because drinking, doing drugs, overworking yourself, whatever it is that you are doing, overeating to compensate for these feelings, it won't make the feelings go away. That is only temporary. When you sober up or stop working for a minute, like, those problems are still going to be there. So you need to deal with whatever this is head on. Stop trying to avoid it, because you can't avoid it. It's always going to be there until you deal with it. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Wands. So we have 2 pages here, so you could have 2 kids. The Page of Wands is about a message, a messenger, someone bringing you information. This could also be your kids revealing something to you, and that kind of puts you almost into a depression, being very, very upset about something. You have victory here, though, with the 6 of Wands, but I feel like this victory is going to be short-lived. And I feel like the way that you're going about getting this victory is not in the best way. The Knight of Swords is about impulsive energy. It's about moving extremely fast, being very reactive. So maybe you find out something, you get some type of information, and you are just reactive. You're not thinking about, you know, the long term or what it is that you should really do. It's just whatever you think of immediately, that's what you do, and that's what you go after. And I feel like that's why you have this sense of it being a victory, but it's not really a victory, because in the long term it's not going to solve the problem, not the way that it needs to be solved. It may give you temporary relief. It may help you seem victorious and like you beat this thing temporarily, but it hasn't. The Queen of Pentacles being here is, again, Earth energy, Capricorn energy, so you could definitely be dealing with a Capricorn. You may also have a child who is a Capricorn. But I feel like you are trying to hide from something right now. You're not dealing with an issue. You're doing everything you can to avoid it, whether that's drinking, overeating, drugs, smoking, working, whatever it is, you are using avoidant behavior. And it is giving you temporary relief, but it's not going to make the problem go away, so you need to deal with it. Especially if children are involved, because your children are looking at you to mimic your behavior and how you deal with things. So if you're not dealing with things and they're the ones who have gone through something, then they're not dealing with their problems either. And that's something that is going to stay with them even into adulthood until it is taken care of and addressed at the root. You cannot avoid your problems. You can't hide from yourself. When you put that drink down, when you put that food down, when you stop having sex with that person, it's still going to be there waiting for you. So it is very important for you to deal with whatever this is, because I feel like it's consuming you. It's going to overtake you if you don't get a handle on this. So that is your reading for the first half of June. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, email me, comment down below. Also, be sure to share, subscribe, like, all of that good stuff. And I will talk to you all next time.